The Hamas charter says, "O Muslims, there is a Jew, come and kill him." Yet your report says the Commission cannot determine the intent of Palestinian armed groups with regard to the tunnels. The Hamas charter says Israel will exist until Islam will obliterate it. Yet your report says it was difficult for Gaza armed groups to avoid locating military objectives within densely populated areas. In the field, there are genocidal killers targeting Israeli civilians while using Palestinian civilians as shields, classic war criminals. At the Human Rights Council, there are their legal apologists. The UN Charter says nothing shall impair the inherent right of self-defense if an armed attack occurs against a member of the United Nations. Yet your report never mentions the word self-defense in the case of Israel, responding to armed attacks from Gaza. The Holocaust began with the subversion of law and rules for Jews only. You begin with international law rules concocted for Israel only. 80 years ago, German lawyers and jurists prosecuted Jews with self-righteous indignation in the name of accountability for trumped-up crimes. You call for the prosecution of Israelis by the ICC and through national courts and their extradition to stand trial, launching a legal pogrom against the people of the Jewish state for defending themselves. A paid Palestinian legal advisor who chaired the largely completed fact-finding phase, an impartial jurist whose previous UN Gaza report means she judged the same case twice, and a UN expert whose reports have defended anti-Zionism. History will be as unkind to you as it was to your ignominious predecessors, for the blood of the innocent is on your hands.
I take issue with ignominious predecessors, and I think also genocidal killers is not in accordance with the language used in this council, and I would ask you to refrain from using such language.
Israel targeted civilians, deliberately planned for this barbaric aggression, crimes against humanity, the liquidation of whole families, massacre.
With the Israeli military aggression, inhuman and criminal onslaught.
The killing of around 2,251 martyrs.
Wanton destruction, bloodletting, and the slaughter of innocent Palestinians.
Israel's deplorable acts which amount to apartheid.
Bloody Israeli attacks targeting civilians.
Part of a long series of crimes and massacres perpetrated by Israel.
Barbaric aggression against Gaza, Judaization of Jerusalem, terrorization of civilians.
Barbaric aggression, liquidation of whole families.